Cool beans. If not, they can watch the recording. And I just wanted to, it's still like, we're almost halfway through December now. So it's time to rev up. It is time to really start. If you haven't hit Success Club yet, your goal should always be Success Club by the 15th. I make it a personal goal of mine to hit Success Club 10 by the 10th. And I've done that. I'm at 14 right now, and we have a few names up on the board, but we need to see more people in Success Club changing more lives, because especially with the launch of Transform 20, this is the perfect time for you guys to get people started on a program that's literally going to change their entire life. And this is such a hard time of year for a lot of people as far as motivation and stress and all these other things. And being able to have something that's 20 minutes that they can get in, get out, take with them while they're traveling through the holidays, through all these things, is really incredible, because especially the mental and emotional part of this particular program, I know is going to be something that I wish I would have had through past holiday seasons. I know for me, I struggle with like seasonal depression and just going through the change of seasons, and having this 20-minute program and Shanti in my living room every day is going to help me get through that stress and those other things I'm struggling with outside of my workout. And so I know that's something that I'm extremely excited to pay forward to other people, because it's already made such a huge difference in my life. And I know Baylee's going to tell you, like, she feels the same. She's been in the test group with me, and it's been such an absolutely incredible experience. And I'm just so incredibly excited for you guys to do it with us come January. I know hopefully all of you have already gotten your packet. If you haven't yet, then you better go get it now, like yesterday. And the other thing I want to say is the sample workout is still up. It's on Beachbody On Demand, but it's also in your Coach Online office. So you can go into your Coach Online office, you can click Grow My Business, shareable tools and media, and right there you can click Transform 20, and you will see the sample workout that you can actually download. And from there you can send it to people. You can post about it and create a group. You can add people to our free informational group where we have shared all the information about Transform 20 with tons of the test group participants, and the free workout is downloaded in there. That's something that I'm really utilizing right now, is getting people to try something. And especially this time of year, it's so important that you guys are giving so much value, that, you know, this is a season of giving during this time of year, and people are going through so much stress. There's hustle and bustle, there's holiday family stress, there's all these things, and you can be that light for them. You can be that person that they, you know, see on social media every day, giving them a sense of hope and that they can make it through this tough season. And you have something that you can share with them. And it's not often that this happens, where we have a free workout to give people, especially this workout program. You guys, anyone can do it. There's a modifier. It's incredible. So get that in people's hands, because I promise you, once they try the workout, there's no way they're not going to want to do this with you. And you have so many tools and resources. We have an entire launch guide for you with messages, scripts, everything that you need. So there's no excuse for you to not be sharing this gift with people. If you have questions about that, let me know. We have a Super Saturday coming up in January. I'm doing a local Super Saturday sleepover at my house on January 12th. I created an event for it. We will hang out and eat and drink and whatever, and just we will do Super Saturday with a live workout and all of that. It'll be so awesome. So check out the nearest one to you. Shanti's actually going to like 3 different places, so he might be going near you. So check that out. And then, like I said, just pushing to change more lives this month, because I truly believe that when people try to say December's a hard month or November's a hard month, month, I think that that's just a bunch of BS in my opinion, because you are the one that decides if a month is hard for you. The month is not hard unless you decide that it's hard. And I think that goes with everything in your life. So if you decide that you're going to kick ass this month and that you're going to change lives regardless of it being the holidays, the people that commit during this time of year are the people that rock it, because if they can commit during this time of year, they can do anything. So I find my best challengers, my best coaches, really committed during the holiday season, whether they start then or they're committed throughout it. This is the time to create momentum headed into the new year. Like, we only have a couple weeks left. Whatever you want to end the year at needs to happen by December 26th. And our team is pushing for elite right now, which is an amazing accomplishment and something that I know we can absolutely do. In order to get there, we need 2 more diamond coaches. So you just need to be diamond for 1 week in December, and you have till December 26th to make that happen. I also just announced our team retreat, so make sure you go look at that, because we're going to Denver, Colorado in April, and in order to qualify, you need to hit Success Club in December, January, February. If you miss one of those months, then March is a makeup month. Make sure you check the qualifications, but we have this giant house that sleeps like 24 people. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I am literally so excited I could pee myself. But I want all of you guys to be there. And in order to do that, you need to get to Diamond and you need to hit Success Club those months. So make sure you check the qualifications for that and let me know if you have any questions on it. I think that's everything I had for announcements. And I just kind of want to introduce Baylee a little bit. We've been in the test group together, and she is 20 years old, right? 20? Okay, cool. Yeah, she's 20 years old. She's a diamond coach. Or are you 1-star now? 1-star. Okay, awesome. She's a 1-star diamond coach now. And this girl just has a fire about her. Like, from the beginning, when I started seeing her stuff, I just loved her personality, loved the fire she had. And she has this I know she's been on a very long, like, self-love journey, but she just has this confidence about her. And I know that's something she's worked really hard for. But she is that light that I'm talking about that you guys could be for other people on your social media. And Baylee is that for other people. If you go to her page, you will instantly feel inspired. You will feel happy. You will feel motivated. You will feel connected to her. And it's because she's worked so hard to be genuine, be authentic, and love herself for who she is, and share that with the world and not be afraid of what other people have to think. She is going to share I want you to share a little bit more intro about yourself, but I just kind of wanted to introduce you and then let you take it away, because we're so excited for you to be here tonight. So go ahead.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Okay, so my story, I started as a coach in October of 2017. So I've been coaching like a little over a year now, like a year and 2 months, I think. And I struggled like in middle school with bullying and being overweight and stuff like that. So I went through that whole thing, and I know a lot of people have been through that. And that's kind of how my journey started, is because I was just overweight and I didn't work out or anything. And my mom started me on home workouts. So we did like Jillian Michaels workouts together. And it was like, I think my sophomore year, I was wanting to go to prom with this guy and I didn't fit into my dress. And so I just started the workouts with her and like religiously. And we just started doing them together, and I really just wanted to change my body and how I felt about myself, because I wasn't unhappy. Like, I was overweight, but I wasn't unhappy. I was still enjoying my life and eating fast food and just like living my life with my friends. And I just went through high school and stuff and slowly started going to the gym and started lifting weights and became super like addicted to weights. And then I actually really like lost all of my friends because of losing weight and just going through the motions of that fitness journey. And I just wanted to, I guess, like prove to myself that you don't need other people to, like be on a fit, like be happy, I guess. So that's why I looked into coaching, and I started Beachbody, like the Beachbody programs, I think in 2015. So I did them for like 2 years. I used 21 Day Fix to lose, I think I lost like 56 pounds with 21 Day Fix. And then I did 2 rounds of like full insanity, like the OG insanity. And it was all right. Like I saw really good results with it, and I just kind of like did that to lose weight. And then after that, I just went to the gym and like was religiously going to the gym lifting weights. I told myself I wouldn't do Beachbody programs. I wouldn't coach because I was a weight whore. Like literally, I was like, I can't do Beachbody. Their programs, like there's no weightlifting. I can't lift at home. Like I can't lift at home. So I knew this lady from my hometown because I posted out there on Facebook that I needed like a Beachbody coach, and they tagged her in it. And so we got connected, and we just became like really good best friends. And she didn't push me to like get into Beachbody. She didn't push me to coach. She let me do my own thing. And I think that's how it brought me to like becoming a coach, is because she just like encouraged me on my journey where I was already. And I feel like that plays a huge role in what we do as coaches, because that has helped me so much. Like I don't push people to coach. I encourage them on their fitness journeys, whether they're random strangers on Instagram, whether they're in my boot camp or their friends and family. I keep encouraging them, and that is the most powerful thing you can do in order for someone to come to you and be like, hey, I want to do what you do, because you're encouraging me and I want to do that for other people. So anyways, she just did that for me, and I just like I watched her encourage me over the 2 years of me doing bikini competitions and just being in the gym every single day. And I loved how she was always there for me no matter what. And even though I like bashed her Beachbody workouts, she still was there for me, and she was my support. And so we just got together like last year when I moved back to Kansas, and she just said like, you're already sharing your journey and you're doing what a coach does already, so you might as well be a coach. And I was like, okay. So I just signed up for it, and I kind of went out on a limb because I did have like 2 jobs at the time, and I told her I was in it for the money. Like I really wanted to make money because I wanted to quit my other jobs. I hated working for a boss. I always have. I would, call into work. I would show up late, and my grandparents know that. Like I live with my grandparents, and they would always have to like wake me up because I wasn't going to work, and I just hated going somewhere to work. And I wasn't passionate about it, even though I was working at like a juice bar and it was like kind of health related. I still just hated doing that because I wasn't really helping anybody. And that's something I've always wanted to do because my mom helped me and get started on my journey. And I always wanted to like give that back to people. So this was perfect. Like this coaching thing was amazing. And I didn't even realize how awesome it would turn out and all the opportunities it would bring. But I just started coaching, and I, learned the ins and outs of it. And I did all the trainings that my team and my upline provided for me. And not to like bash my coach, but she kind of like took a step back. So I stepped up to the plate and just literally just did my own thing and shared my journey. And that's what I'm going to talk about tonight. I just shared my journey, and I was just so genuine. Like I wanted to attract my tribe, as in like finding girls who were overweight, who struggle with, going to the gym and just not knowing what to do anymore. Like it gets so boring, and it's just so hard to find things to switch it up with. So that was what I really wanted to find, was like the girls that needed to gain self-confidence, because I'm all about that. And I'm like working on it myself because I've struggled with it most of my life. And some people, their target is like people that live in campers, or, because they live in a camper, or people that have braided colored hair, because that's what my coach has. And mine was just totally different. So I just love targeting the people that need that extra self-confidence and that extra confidence boost from the moral support and the like actual support we give in our accountability groups. So anyways, I was in it for the money, and I was like, I don't care about helping people. I just want to make money. And now I was like recording on my Instagram stories a couple nights ago, and I was just realizing how much more it is than just the money. Like I love making my own money, and I love the paychecks, that coaching brings me. But it's just like helping not even other coaches like under us, but other people, other girls, other guys find their whys. Like, why are they worthy of so much more than workouts and meal plans and shakes and all like the fitness stuff? I was like, oh my God, I'm like finally realizing that it's not about the money. And I should have never came in it for just the money, because now I'm all in it for the money, but because I know that I can like help other people find their whys and find, why are they worthy of the support that we give? Why are they worthy of being in our boot camps? Like, it's so much more than that. Anyways, that's kind of like my backstory, I guess. And then I found out I got into the test group for Transform 20, and I had just completed Lift 4. So a little backstory with that. I was just super unconfident finishing Lift 4, and I heard that from a couple of ladies. Like, they finished Lift 4 and they just felt like super bulky and they needed like more cardio, and that's how I felt. So I came home from visiting my mom and I was just like, fuck this coaching thing, like, excuse my language, but I was like, I'm just done. Like, I'm done with Beachbody and I'm done doing the programs. They're not working for me. Like, I need something more. So I was going to go back to the gym and just like back off of the coaching thing. And I'm so glad I didn't, because I wasn't even trying to get in the test group. Like, I didn't even care. I was like, I just want to help a bunch of people the month of July, like the end of July, I think it was, and as many people as I can, to just relight that fire back under my butt. So I did it. And I helped 24 girls or something. And that's what was so powerful and valuable to me, was just like being able to tell myself I could do that and then get into this test group on, as a bonus. So that was pretty awesome. And it was a real big shock to me because I didn't think I was going to get in it. And I think I even got in it by missing, it was like a 1 Success Club point difference or something. So that was super freaking crazy. And I'm so glad I got into it. I met Cassidy, and I've actually been following Cassidy for more than just the test group, but I don't really reach out to coaches or talk to them. I just do my own thing. So I met so many amazing people, and that also just kept lighting that fire under my butt. And it was so amazing for me to be able to experience that program and the mindset change. And that is what I needed, was the mindset change. So I currently, in my coaching journey, am really putting out there the mental change that this program will give you rather than the physical, just because Shanti is so humbling and amazing. And it's so much more than just your body changing. It's really the mindset. And with that mindset comes, greater things in your business, because you're just projecting so much more when you have that positive mindset. So that really, really helped me. And I had awesome physical results, better than I've had with any other programs or being in the gym. But it was really just the mindset change for me that was awesome. Anyways, okay, so on Instagram, I really like to share my story and get people to relate to me. I don't know if you guys have heard of Ashley Fell Dyson, but she's in my upline. And so she shared on the National Wake Up Call that once she started sharing her story, people started relating to her more, and that's how she targets her boot campers. That's how she gets people to sign up, is because she just shares her story and not just she's not that pushy sales type of person, which I have been that pushy type of sales person out there, just saying join my boot camp, join my boot camp, join my boot camp, it'll change your life. But it was so much more than that. I developed my story, and it's so crazy because your story is so powerful and allows you to connect with other women or men, if it's even men, that relate to you, and so much more than just fitness. What you've been through, your successes, your struggles, because you'll learn that coaching revolves around everyone's stories. People are up on the summit stage sharing their stories. That maybe led them into coaching. So the stories you tell yourself inside your head, I can do this, never give up, I'm strong. Even that, about your own experiences, battles you've overcame, anything like that, the experiences with Beachbody products, how they've actually changed your life or improved your fitness journey. Not just, here's my transformation, join my boot camp. Like, you need to be out there relating to other people. That's how you're going to find your target market. That's how you're going to find your tribe. You know, I guess like the stories your challenge group members and clients will share with you is like about how you've helped them change their life, and like you putting out there those stories about how you've helped them change their lives, that will get you more people. It's just all about just sharing your experience more rather than just, I don't know, just like that transformation out there or whatever. Your personal story is the most powerful and valuable thing you own. The ability to tell your own story equals unlimited potential, which is so true. Like, you won't even realize, like, you're out there. Maybe you maybe think you're sharing your story. Like, you maybe think you're trying to relate to people, but you're not. And maybe that's why, you know, your business is slow, or maybe that's why you just like can't find the people that will work with you. Or even just like the coaches that sign up and they're not, you know, like we all have coaches that sign up and they're not business builders. Like, they just kind of like quit out, and maybe it's just because they can't relate to you, and they just, they wish that, you know, they could. And that's why they just kind of like quit coaching, which has happened to me. And so the ability to like put yourself on Instagram and tell your own story will literally give you the most potential in your business ever. Like, that literally changed my business and the way it's been working. And I'm not all about like, I don't really have a lot of people building under me. I have maybe like 1 or 2 coaches out of 12. And that's really low, but that's just how my business is. And so I have to literally sign up the freaking world to make my money. And that's okay. Like, I'm willing to put my journey and my story out there and just sign up the freaking world right now. Like, if that's what it takes, that's what I'll do. But sharing my story just like helps me do that so much. And it seems so scary to be like, oh my God, I have to like sign up 30 freaking people to make money. But if you're sharing your genuine story on Instagram or Facebook or whatever you use, it's impossible for someone to like ignore it and not want to join you because they relate to you. So that's really helped me. I kind of use like 4 steps to share my journey, which is basically like, all of us have a story, and all of us are different, but it might be difficult for you to just figure out how to share it. Maybe you don't know how. So I do have a video that's really awesome, and I'll have to post it in the chat or send it to Cassidy. It's from Patrick Reelman, and he's in my upline, but it's about sharing how to effectively connect with other people using your story through like Instagram or Facebook. And then the 3 tips that I have are from, I think his name is like Caleb something. I don't remember. Anyways, they're just 3 tips. So just be genuine, just be real with your followers, and recognize and remove the roles you play in others' lives. So if you're going to share your story, you have to write from a place of absolute truth, like what you've been through, not what you want others to think of you. So I feel like I struggled with that, like the power of sharing my story. I was always putting out there like, oh my God, I need to write a caption up that, you know, people would think is like more fitnessy rather than what I've been through. So I've always tried to put out there things like, I would always copy people on Instagram, like sharing whatever. Like, I just couldn't get out of my head. Like, I wanted people to know what I've been through, but I just didn't know how to share it in a way that, you know, they would relate to me. So recognize and remove the roles you play in others' lives, share your story, and just write it from absolute truth. Like, don't let them play a role in like you sharing your story. And also just like respect the fact that there are so many different people out there, and you never know like if 8,000 of your 10,000 followers will relate to you. You don't know if 10,000 of them will. Like, you just have to put it out there. Like, you have to get real and raw with yourself. Get outside of your head. And I tell that to myself all the time. Get outside of your head and just share. Like, you have to just put yourself out there, because it's not going to get out any other way. So if you struggle with like sharing on Instagram, I guess, then you just kind of have to like tell yourself, let's do this. Like, let's get outside of my head. So the next one is like, share, don't sell, which I kind of mentioned earlier. I was really like salesy and just like I was like taking pictures of challenge packs off of Google and just like sharing it every single day on my Instagram stories. Like, this is what you get, sign up, I have 5 spots. Like, that's literally it. I wouldn't even share like transformations of my people. Like, I wouldn't even share anything. I wouldn't even share my own story. And so the key to being an incredible coach or developing to be an incredible coach is just sharing with other people and not selling them anything. Because in the end, we don't sell anything, because the people that we talk to on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, whatever you use, they can walk away with a freaking free membership to Beachbody. Like, they don't have to buy anything. As long as you're there and they know that you're building that relationship and trust with them, you don't have to sell them a challenge pack. Freaking sign them up with the free membership, so that way they can get their feet in the water and know that you're not selling anything, and they will come to you and be like, I really enjoy this. Like, I actually want to be on your team. So what's it take, you know? So I say, like, lead with love rather than sales. And that's just what I tell like all my girls. It's not about selling anything. It's just about building the relationships, you know, sharing our journeys and just having fun. Like, Beachbody coaching is fun, and it can just be amazing if you let it be amazing. And then I also have another good video from Lindsay Matway. I was a big video, like, I still am a big video girl. I love like watching YouTube videos. And then let's see, just like, I guess, share the things you have experienced. And when you do that, like sharing your truth, it transfers and inspires others. Like, they want to know the real you. They want to know your truth. They don't want to know, you know, they don't want you to lie and be like, oh my God, I eat 100% clean all the time. And then maybe they see you in public and they see you eat, like, stuffing your face with like 7 corn dogs. And they're like, really? Like, you're lying to me on social media. So just be like that true person. Just share your freaking day. Like, people want to know what you're doing throughout the day. I love being on Instagram stories, and not everybody does. I love just putting literally everything on Instagram stories. I don't care if it annoys anybody. I love sharing everything. And I feel like Instagram stories has helped me really a lot in my business rather than just like posting. Because what people look for on social media is like are people's actual like fitness stories, not products. Most people are not going on Instagram searching like Transform 20 challenge pack. Like, they're not out there trying to find a Beachbody coach. Mainly we find them and we offer coaching to them. So they're really out there searching for your story. The next one is leaving breadcrumbs and embracing your peanut butter. So I don't know if you guys have heard of like the PB&J method, but I use that for inviting a lot. And then this kind of is similar, I guess. So leaving breadcrumbs and embracing your peanut butter, it just means like a great coach, a top coach, a new coach knows how to share bits and pieces of themselves in every single social media post that they do. I posted one today about having my highest paycheck ever today. And I posted in the status that, you know, I was letting other people tell me that Beachbody was a scam. And I overcame it. I overcame that mindset of like, don't let others tell you that you can't be a Beachbody coach. So just share like little bits of yourself in all of your posts. It doesn't matter if it's like waffles are my favorite or whatever it is. Just share something about yourself. And that's really just called leaving breadcrumbs. I always do like coaching breadcrumb posts. I don't know if you guys have heard that, but it'd be like, I paid off my credit card today with this coaching business. And then you talk about something else and people like see that and they're like, what is this coaching business? So it's like a breadcrumb rather than like shoving it in your face that you made $4,000 a month with Beachbody. In your journey as a coach, it's really important to let people know you in everything you share. That's what I always say. It's like, it's really important to let people know you in everything you share. So just make sure, read over your post and see if it even has anything about you in it before you post it. Let's see. People will not connect to a photo of you holding your Shakeology every day. So if you're like out there on Instagram just posting a photo of you with your Shakeology shaker cup, I feel like people will relate to you and connect with you in how your healthy lifestyle is making you feel better, rather than like, oh, you're like posting this Shakeology photo every single day. So maybe just like think of that. Maybe post a photo of you with a healthy meal, or you know, being like, oh my God, I have glowing skin from the Shakeology. Like, how did you get the glowing skin? You implemented Shakeology into it. So that's a part of you, is like your glowing skin or whatever. I just tell my coaches to like not put out there everything Shakeology. Don't put out everything freaking Beachbody. Like, it can be other things other than Beachbody products that you're sharing about. And then your peanut butter is what makes you. So on a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, what makes the sandwich? It's the freaking peanut butter. It's something that you absolutely love that might be a bit quirky, but you want to let the people know the peanut butters in your life. Are you obsessed with cats? Let them know and incorporate that into your posts. You know, are you a cat mom? Are you a dog mom? Are you a minimalista liver? Are you, I don't know, do you freaking live in a tent outside? Do you love camping? Like, what, are you an outdoors woman? Like, put that out there. People would come to you and be like, oh my God, we both love the outdoors. Like, sign me up for this freaking boot camp. You never know what people are really like connecting to you through on social media. Just be you, and people will come to love you for it. And people, if they don't love you for it, then they can just freaking hit the unfollow button. Like, see you later. And I have a lot of videos that I want to share with Cassidy after this, but I can just send them to her. And my last one is great storytellers to follow. So I really feel like there's a couple coaches that I love that share their stories in super genuine ways. My favorites are Amy Silverman, for sure. I just love following her page. She's so like down to earth. She's been sharing like her fit pregnancy and her struggles through her pregnancy. And even though like I'm not a mom or a soon to be mom, I still love how she shares that with people, and how she, you know, she's kind of like more hippie-ish, and she shares that with people, and she's not afraid to share that. So she's one of my favorites. And then Chelsea Pearson and Rob Pearson, they're married. I think they're top coaches. I don't know. But they have a really good story to tell, which is basically they're huge Christian people. They're big into church, they're big into God, and they love sharing that with other people. And on their team at their team retreats, they always have something Christian. Like they have like a Bible study, or they have like a freaking worship like to Jesus. I'm not kidding. Like, that's how they connect through social media with people, is like Christ and just sharing their stories through that. So that they're really good. And then Brittany Leggett, she I think she's a top coach. She lives in Florida. She has a little boy, Rue, and she's always sharing her coaching like sneak peek stuff on her story. And the way she shares it, I kind of copied her today, but not really. But she just shares it so amazing. Like, it helped her, you know, come out of the dark spot she was in after her pregnancy. Like, it helped her in so many other ways, rather than just like giving her an income. And I feel like that's what people need to know, is that it's going to help them gain that self-confidence that they need. You know, share their story that they have been scared to share. It's just so much more than the money. And I think she really puts that out there in a good way. So those are my three: Amy Silverman, Chelsea Pearson, and then Brittany Leggett. And then I do love Lindsay Matway. I haven't like seen any of her stuff recently, but she's a really good one to follow. And then Bonnie Engel, I love her. She was in the test group with us. And I think so was Brittany Leggett and Amy. Oh wait, they were all in there, I think. And maybe not Chelsea Pearson. But Lindsay Matway, and then Bonnie Engel. She's really, really, really good. So those are my favorites. And I just feel like outside of Beachbody, like when you're not, you know, doing your power hours, or you're not doing anything around Beachbody, like look at videos on how to share your story. It's so important to just like find so many different ways on how you can like put yourself out there and share your story. Because I feel like a lot of coaches tell their coaches, like their coaches, that they want to give up because they're just not getting anyone to join their challenge groups. And it's like, well, ask yourself if you're really like being genuine on social media. And it's so much more than just like showing up every day. It's like being yourself is just like the key in booming your business. And I don't know if any of that made sense, but I I don't know. It's when I started sharing my story rather than just posting like a photo of me in a dog mom hat or in my clothes and just being like, oh, it's cold outside, like this is what I'm wearing. People don't like that. They want to see more than that. They want to see, you know, you deep down inside, and they want you to just share your story and your life. And so, I see a lot of chat in here. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you're good. It's not really questions. It was just more like comments and stuff.
Okay. But if you have any questions, you can let me know.
I have a question. And if you guys have any questions, like feel free to unmute yourself and ask. But since I'm hosting the call, I get to go first. Perks. I would love to know from your perspective how you feel. Do you feel like, especially, you know, with Transform 20 and being in the test group and everything, how do you feel completely committing yourself 100% to a program and getting, you know, incredible results makes a difference in your business and in your self-confidence and all of that? Because I feel like, for me anyways, that's made a huge difference. And that when I'm not fully committed to a program, or I'm just kind of, you know, messing around or not really getting results and sharing them, I definitely see a huge difference in my business. So I would love to hear from you, like your perspective of that. And
I really think that, like, when I was going to the gym and just like doing coaching on the side, you know, like maybe throwing in some insanity on the side or whatever it was, but going to the gym religiously and not devoting myself to Beachbody, like when I literally started implementing Shakeology and implementing like a Beachbody program and committing myself, it doesn't have to be like, you don't have to complete the full 6 or 8 weeks of Lift 4. You can do Lift 4, you can do 80-day obsession. Just be passionate about it. And I wasn't passionate about Beachbody programs, but I feel like the test group helped me so much, because before that, I was going to the gym and I was doing Lift 4, and I was like, okay, this is all right. And I think I was like almost a diamond, or no, I was a diamond like when I got into the test group. But since I got into the test group to now, I've completed like a round and a half, because I haven't completed the second round yet, but I hit 1-star diamond. I know how to mentor my coaches better. The freaking Transform 20 launch group was amazing, and I ran it by myself for my coach and her uplines team. Like, I did all of the work because I took in and soaked in so much information from that test group. And it doesn't even matter if you're in the test group or not. Like, those are like once in a lifetime opportunities, and they usually don't even like pick us to be in them. They usually pick like elite coaches. And so it's really just like doing your YouTube training, your coach's training. So Cassidy's training she provides you, or any information in your coach group that she provides you, and just soaking it in, doing your Beachbody program, doing your power hour, and following the 4 vital behaviors. That was like mic drop for my business. It was like that changed my whole business around. And I feel so much more confident as a coach. Like, I feel like a so much more well-rounded coach, I guess. I wouldn't speak on team calls, like, because I didn't really like stick to Beachbody programs. I wouldn't, I would be on social media, but I couldn't share that it was just Beachbody programs giving me results, because it wasn't. And I actually used to like lie to people and say, I did a whole round of whatever it was, an 80-day obsession, and these are my results. And it was really from like half of 80-day obsession and the gym. So I do feel like picking a program is so important for your business, and it will just make you become such a better coach. And go to the gym. Like, if you want to go to the gym, do it, but take your Beachbody program with you. Like, that's why when you sign up as a coach, we tell you to pick out a workout program to do, because that's just what helps your business. And we're trying to help you as a person and your fitness journey, but we're also trying to help your business, because that's just what Beachbody coaches do. And that's why it's called Beachbody, is because you got to be doing something Beachbody. But I was really not drinking Shakeology or anything. And now I'm like super religious about it, and that's just my lifestyle. And it's really helped me improve as a coach.
Well, I think, like you said too, it just makes you so much more confident in yourself and as a coach, because it's like, I've given this example in my coach sneak peeks before, but it's like if you were a math teacher and you were trying to teach math to people and you didn't know anything, like you had no idea what you were doing, who is going to trust you? Like, why would they listen to you? And you're not going to be able to, successfully share with them. It's the same thing. Like, you can't be telling other people to do something that you're not fully doing. And your coaches are going to do half of what you do. Like, that's something I heard in the very beginning when I started. So if you're going half in with your workout programs, your clients aren't even going to do that much. And so then you can't be upset when they're not, if you're not showing up in your boot camp and participating, you're not adding value, you're not showing up every day, posting your sweaty selfie, being a participant, being the best challenger you can be, then you cannot expect someone else to come in that you recruit, a challenger, a coach, and do more than what you're doing. Like, that's never going to happen. And I think that's something that a lot of people need to figure out. And I did too, because once I started, like, being a challenger was easy. I was just participating, I was doing the stuff. But once I started coaching, it's really easy to kind of switch over to this coaching role and feel like, oh, now I'm leading people. And like, you still have to be a challenger. You still have to be doing the same things with them, because people want to go along the journey with you. They don't want a boss, right? Like, you're signing up to be a business owner, to be the CEO of your own business. So like Baylee has done, she's really taken ownership of her business. And I think that's, one of the biggest things that has changed in the success of her business and in her self-confidence and all of those things. She didn't wait for her upline to do something, right? She didn't wait for them to create a, welcome guide for her new challengers. She didn't wait for them to start a launch group. Like, she took ownership of her business regardless of what level she was at. And she said, I have the tools, I have the resources, I have coach training, I have YouTube. Like, I'm going to figure it out and I'm going to do this myself. And she was a sponge. And I think that's honestly one of the biggest things that you can take away from this, because the coaches I see that like really do take off and succeed in this business are the ones that truly go all in. And that means treating it like a business. You are a CEO, you're a business owner, and you need to treat it like one if you want it to pay like one, to, give you the benefits of one. And I think that's a big change you've made in your coaching business. And I can see it from, the outside and from your perspective as well. So like, kudos to you on that, because a lot of people just sit back and wait for someone else to do it for them. And I think that's a big part of like what you're going to take away from even just this Transform 20 program is, like Baylee was talking about, like this test group, being a part of it. It's not just the test group, you guys, it's the program itself, and Shanti, and listen to the messages that are in the workouts, because when you're in there and you're fighting to be stronger than you were yesterday in your stronger workout, and he's giving you a message that you need to hear, it's really pushing you outside of your comfort zone, and it's, helping you realize that you're capable of so much more, not just in your workouts, but in your life, in your business, in every single area, and that you need to step out of that comfort zone to grow. And I think so many of you get stuck inside, this little place that you put yourself in, this bubble of like, these are my limits. And I don't know if I could be successful at this, so I'm not going to get out of my comfort zone. I don't know what to do, so I'm just going to sit back and wait for someone else to do it for me. I don't have a new coach welcome email, so I'm going to, ask my coach for everything. Like, go find it yourself. Go create one. Take ownership of your business and of your life. And through that, you will start to gain more confidence. And then you'll know how to teach your coaches to do the same thing. But if you are expecting someone else to do everything for you, then your coaches are going to do the same, right? And that's a mistake that I made for a while, is I was thinking like I was waiting for someone else to give me all the answers. I was waiting for someone else to do it for me, and instead of taking ownership of my business. And so my coaches were doing the same thing. And once I started taking ownership of my business, they started doing the same. And so I think that goes in all areas, not just your business, but everything else. You can focus on the controllables, right? You can wake up every day and decide that you're going to press play on your workout. You can decide that you're not going to hit snooze today because it doesn't serve you, because sleeping in till 10 a.m., and missing that whole chunk of morning time where your brain has the most creativity, the most productivity, all of that just because you wanted to hit snooze. Think about those things. Like, think about your goals and if your actions are aligning with them, and then figure out a game plan and take ownership of your life, take ownership of your dreams, and decide that you're capable. And once you do, and you fully commit yourself to your workout programs, to your nutrition plan, and to your business, you will start to see every single area, succeed and go uphill. But I think it just takes, like this program has, the commitment, the climb, and the conquer. And you have all of those in every area of your life. You first have to commit. Like, you can't start anything until you fully commit yourself. And then once you do, okay, you're in it, but it's time to take yourself to the next level. Maybe you've committed to your workout program. Maybe you've committed to your business, but you haven't started the climb yet. You've just been stuck in the commitment phase, and it's time to get out of your comfort zone in order to go somewhere you've never been, to do something you've never done. You have to get out of your comfort zone, and you have to do something that you've never done. You have to become a different person than you are today if you want to go somewhere else, if you want to be someone else, if you want to be a diamond coach, if you want to be a 15-star diamond coach, if you want to lose 10 pounds, like, you have to be the person that can achieve those things. If you want to be a diamond coach, are you waking up every day and doing the things that a diamond coach would be doing? Or are you sitting back and waiting for someone else to take ownership of your life? So I just think it's super important that you realize that in every area, and especially this time of year, because it's so easy to sit back in December. It's so easy to sit back in December, November, and be like, it's the holidays. I'm just going to eat all the cake and all the cookies, and I'm just going to let my workout plan go to the wayside and my nutrition plan, and I'll just start fresh in January. It's easy to say the same thing about your business, but I promise you guys that this right now, this is what makes you have an amazing January. The work you're putting in now in your work, in your life, in your everyday, whether it's Beachbody, whether it's your other job you have, whether it's with your family, whether it's your workout plan, whatever it is, what you put in now is what you're going to reap the benefits of come January, February, March, April. So if you want to have a kick-ass 2019, it doesn't start in January. It starts now, and it starts committing in December, so that come January, you're in the climb phase. You're not starting to commit. You're already climbing, and you're going to be conquering soon. And I think, you all have told me, Cass, I want to make an extra $500. I wanted this, I wanted that. But I don't see you showing up and being that person every day. And so in order to get there, you need to fully commit yourself. You need to draw a line in the sand, and you need to put both foot in. You can't just keep dabbling and, dip your toes in the water, or that's what you're going to keep getting, that in and out, in and out. And even if you haven't been committed up till now, it's never too late. And I promise you guys, you committing now during this time of year is going to make you the person that everyone else wants to come January, when they're making those New Year's resolutions, when they're deciding to start a new adventure and build a business from home. They're going to come to the person that was showing up consistently, that committed even through the holiday season, that said, I can do hard things, and I'm going to show you what you're capable of. And the person that, stuck through it, because if you can do it now, you can do it at any time. And so I think that's really powerful, because come January, you're going to be the person that they trust to, put their life in your hands. But if you're the person that said, oh, well, it's the holidays, it's too hard, I'm just going to kick back and start fresh in January, why would they come to you? Why would they trust you? Why would they think that, you're going to be the person that can lead them through this lifestyle change, or to building a business of their own? So commit yourself today, and start your commitment phase, and start a workout program, whether it's Transform 20 or whatever it is. Commit yourself to your nutrition plan, commit yourself to your workout plan, commit yourself to your business, commit yourself to whatever daily routine that you need to have to get yourself in the best place that you can be, to be the best version of yourself. It's really easy as it's dark out and as it's cold out and all these things to feel unmotivated, to feel, lack of energy, all these things. And so it's really easy, especially for me this time of year. Like, I'm a full-time coach. I don't have to get up at 5 or 6 in the morning. I could hit snooze easily and wake up at 10 a.m., but I know that doesn't serve me. I know that it's a waste of my day. I know that I start to feel rushed through the rest of the day, and I start to get lazy and lethargic later on. And I know that if I commit myself 100% and I show up and I do the things that are going to make me feel good, that are going to make me the best possible version of myself, regardless of what, my excuses are or the other little mean girl stories going on in my head, that I'm not only going to prove to myself what I can do, but I'm going to show other people what's possible. And I guarantee you that some part of my journey and of me committing and showing up through the hard times and through all these things and being consistent is part of what has inspired you to keep going. If I was in and out and dabbling and, not really showing up, why would you trust me? You wouldn't. You probably wouldn't be here today. So if you want to be that for someone else, then you need to decide to make the commitment and start your climb. That's like my little motivational rant for you guys today, but I just felt like it was on my heart and I had to get it out. And
I was
Baylee,
gonna say, I have one more thing to say.
Go ahead.
I heard a coach say, like, December is the month people need us because they're giving up on themselves and they're giving up till the new year. And like after the new year, I was one of those people where I said, okay, I'll start, and I never did. And this is the time people need us. And that's why I was so successful in December with my business, is because I was there one time. Like, I was that person that was giving up on myself and needed somebody to help me. And also, like, about, like the products helping you become a better coach, like, you can't put out there Shakeology, anything about Shakeology and how it helps people if you're not using it. You can't put out there that these programs are going to help you lose weight, 5 to 15 pounds, like all the coaches say, if that didn't help you lose weight, So you have to be committing yourself. I see something in the chat. Can't read it.
How do you personally get past the fear of judgment?
I tell myself we all struggle with judgment. And in middle school, I was judged. In high school, I was judged. I was judged for starting a fitness journey. I was judged for being a Beachbody coach. Like, some of my family judges me for being a Beachbody online coach. So I don't get over it. Like, I can't ever get over the fear of judgment because it will always be there. But we're all human and we all have different passions. And like, I live with my grandparents and they, maybe weren't accepting of me being a Beachbody coach only at one point, but now they're, coming around because they know it's my passion. And it's just the fact of like, just do what you want to do. Like, don't let others play a role in like, what you do with your life.
Well, and like, sorry, but people are going to judge you anyways. Like, they're going to judge you.
They judge me because my freaking eyebrow was like fucked up. Like,
people are going to judge you no matter what you do. So decide to do what makes you happy and decide to follow your heart and forget about the rest. Because like, something I always say is like, are those people are they paying your bills? No, they're not. So why do you give a flying F what other people think? Like, they're not paying your bills.
And they're probably judging you living a shitty life behind the screen. So
yeah, you'll never meet a hater that is, living the life that you want to live.
Yeah, exactly.
People that empower others are, not sitting there judging. It's the people judging are the ones that, like, opinions generally don't matter anyways. And if they're family, I'm sorry, but sometimes they're just going to judge you, and that's like what it is. My dad still does not understand any part of what I do. I've tried to explain it a million times, but it's okay. It's whatever. And I've had, for a while, people that didn't support me, whatever. They did not support me, whatever, in what I was doing. But instead of sitting back and letting other people's, opinions of what I choose to do with my life dictate, whether or not I do something that I feel passionate about, something that brings me joy, is just ridiculous, because I would never want someone else to do that. Like, there may be other people out there doing things that I don't necessarily agree with, but am I any person to decide what they do with their life and what makes them happy? No, like, you should follow your heart and you should do whatever makes you happy, whatever brings you joy, and whatever you're passionate about. And I promise if you lead from a place with that, then you don't have to worry about it. And also watch Rachel Hollis, like every single video, if you're worried about judgment or rejection, because she will get you over that in like a snap, or read her books because they're amazing. Yeah, that's my tip. Okay, cool. Any other questions or anything for Baylee before we get off here? No? Yes, Cheyenne, other people's opinions are none of your business. I love Rachel Hollis. She's like basically the female.
I can't wait for her to speak at Summit. I'm so excited.
I know. Yes, she's going to be at Summit, you guys. She's speaking at Summit, so you better get your Summit ticket if you haven't already. Okay, I don't see any other questions. So thank you so much, and especially with everything you have going on. I know we were all like sending our prayers and positive vibes your way, and just appreciate you taking the time to be here and, you know, showing up and giving us such amazing content tonight. And thank you all for being on here, especially on a weird day and everything. Like, this is not our normal call, so I appreciate you showing up. And I will post the recording when it's done. But really quick, if Taryn and Cheyenne, you want to turn your video on and we'll take a picture if you can. Otherwise, you're going to be cropped. I see Taryn. Okay. Oh, there you are, Cheyenne, making some weird face. Okay, smile. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, you're so beautiful, all of you. Okay. Well, I love you guys. Happy Thursday. Thank you again, Baylee. And I can't wait to shout a bunch of you guys out next week on Thursday for Rank and Success Club. So see you guys later. Bye.
Bye, guys.